Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Taurus, July 2024 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel St. James, Clairvoyant, and it's so good to see the subscribers back again. And for those of you who have been here before, you know that I provide to anybody across the world over FaceTime and Skype clairvoyant readings or healings if people desire. Healings, of course, are free and with no obligation, and the details of those are in the description. And if you want to find anything more, just email me with the address in the description as well. Now, I've got a very interesting deck here. I can't even remember what it's called or when I got it, to tell you the truth. You know, I just tie these things up normally with string. And I suspect my daughter found it for me in a flea market. Or my son, I don't recall now. Anyway, let's see what there is in store for you. We don't just spend 5 seconds on the card, do we? So we only need 5 because they speak a lot to us and they tell you what is going on with the energies swirling around you now. So show me the magic. Strength. The Herald of Pentacles. So Earth sign, just like you, the 10 of Cups. The Japanese looking lady there. The Knight of Swords. Very interesting for you. And there's the Queen of Cups. Well, as is our usual practice, why don't I bring the camera around? You and I can have a good close look at the paintings on these cards together while the energies speak to us both, and I'll do the reading for you. A massively abundant and fulfilling month for you by the feel of things around here. Let's have a look at this first card that you drew, and it is Strength. Now, strength here is, astrologically, it's Leo being ruled by the sun, and I imagine that this is the sun coming up on the end of it. Look, do you know what strength really is? You gain strength and courage and confidence by each experience in which you really stop and look your fears in the face, and then you do what you think that you can't do. You see, steel, the sword, is nothing without the power to use it and wield it. And physical strength is nothing without the courage to use it, is it? Now, when facing darkness, you must act with confidence. See, strength of the body is actually fueled by the strength of your mind. You are not inside of your body. Your body is inside of you. Your mind tells you what you can do and can't do. Use the mind. Now, in times of maybe a crisis, look, just sticking with it, persistence, that's far more likely to obtain victory than any muscles that somebody may have. Now, just looking at strength's number here, the Roman numerals are 8. Well, numerologically, 8 is the number of abundance, of manifestation, and also of karma. Now, when your inner strength shines through you, you are radiant and with a lust for life. It releases your passion. Your heart is open, full, and strong. And the strength of love and compassion, they flow from you, even without having any expectation of anything in return. The faith that you have in yourself and your ability to persist allow you to discover the awe and wonders of the cosmos. Now, I think what's happening here is that the fears that once trapped you, they are melting away. Inner strength is bringing you into the present. Tell me this, what time do you have? You don't have a future, you don't have a past, you have a moment. Seize every moment. Enjoy lust for each moment that you are alive. Because when you live your life in the present, you see through the soul of this strength energy that's here. And this is also encouraging you, I think, to begin the process of discovering yourself again by stretching your mind, your heart, and your soul to open and trust. Because then you can move forward, living your life authentically in the moment, in this ever-changing world. You see, this energy here is whispering to you, the time is now. Your life experience is now. So make a move. Now, of course, you've got the choice, I suppose, to stay safe, although nobody is ever really safe from change. Nobody. Or you have the choice to embrace life, the moment, now, and all of its experiences. Taking the good with the bad, even. Seeing the possibilities and the potentials of both. A great degree of creativity being brought to you now. Passion. Your talents are coming to the fore. You will have endurance. And there is, if you like, the integration of your animal, human self with your mind and becoming comfortable with that. And you are overcoming old fears and conditionings. There's a control of your life forces going on here. Actually, I also feel around here that someone is going to embark upon a great love affair. I think that what is also going on during this time here, and this is this part of looking into yourself, is that you are probably going to reassess your views on what a spiritual life should be like and what qualities are needed to pursue your life in a spiritual way. The other thing that's coming through here is very much this message that you are not going to be punished by God who has any moral issues about your love life at all. Guilt and self-inflicted punishment are wrong in this area. There's also a passion for a situation or a process or a project that's going on here. I do see that you will be now living life to the fullest and being comfortable with your sexuality. Now, do accept your sexual desires for what they are. Rejoice, provided they're legal, of course. Rejoice in them, but don't let them throw your life out of balance. Very much so, this feeling of emotional and sexual intensity around here. Now, this could be to an existing relationship or some new one here. Now, if you're ready to accept all that you find in yourself, then you're going to be able to move through everything with deep sensitivity, awareness, love, and understanding. And ask yourself this question: what areas of your life would you like to live out more fully, and what has prevented you from doing so in the past? Now you're ready to look at things and deal with situations anew. Say this to yourself at this time because it's particularly true, I think. I enjoy expressing my energy, vitality, and enthusiasm in all that I experience. I am a person of character and strength, and I have unlimited creative resources to tap into and express, and I enjoy living to the utmost. Now, let me have a look here at whom? Her or her? I'm going to do her. Queen of Cups. Well, a lot of Cancer around here, a lot of Gemini around here as well, so they're likely to be important to you, I think. Well, this woman looks as if she is staring up, quite engrossed in, I think, staring up at the stars at night, and when she looks at them, she can see forever. Well, because she's shown up in your life, I think she's asking you to think about the inner, deeper aspects of yourself. And to actually ask yourself, what is the real vision, the real dream that you have? What is calling you? what emotions within you are starting to shift. Because this energy is here, I think, to help you through emotional changes. Now, when challenges show up, she's reminding you to remember what brings true happiness to your heart. And she's asking you to be gentle with yourself and with others. And she is inspiring you to live your life through love, to follow what your heart seeks by listening and trusting your intuition without judging them. I think she's also saying, just embrace that inner truth that you have. Don't fight it. Love yourself. You see, ultimately, self-love and self-trust, they open all doors. And she's bringing to you the gifts of love, nurturing, a great degree of healing energy around here, and very creative imagination, I think you'll have as well. You will be dreaming deeply and be extra sensitive to the energies and the inspirations coming to you that open your heart up and light your creative spirit. Listen, there is a candle in your heart ready to be set alight. There is a hole in your soul waiting to be filled. You feel it, don't you? So trust yourself, because you are going to be very intuitive, very quite dreamy. You may well have some psychic awareness, you know. Emotions are going to be shown openly by you. And I think what there's also here is that you're going to be emotionally mature, and you're going to be able to get along with and relate to your friends in a very deep way. You'll be practical, and you'll be able to communicate your feelings and your thoughts sensibly, rationally, and in a way which is persuading people. There is, I think here, this need to get in touch with your inner feelings and then to express them to others. I think what's also going on here is that there is a need for you to pay more attention and develop your intuition. Know that. Also, that you'll be able to see yourself in others and also see through others and reflect that back to them. You'll be very affected, I've got to say though, by what's going on around you, potentially. So get rid of any negative people in your life. They are vampires, and they suck the light out of you. They suck the spirit and the emotion out of you as well. Now, you do know that by showing your feelings openly, you become more beautiful. There may be people who don't understand you. Well, don't worry about that. Can't please everybody. But just be open to your emotions and feelings. And say to yourself, my openness and my life force, it makes me beautiful. Well, let's have a look at some more court cards. Great love here. Let's have a look at this. Well, she is sort of staring into the distance in a detached way, saying that there is nothing that I cannot defeat. I think this is a time you're going to be quite brainy, intellectual, full of ideas and plans, clever, maybe a bit domineering. People might find you a bit hard to pin down. You'd be very intuitive, a lot of creative thinking, cutting through all entanglements and becoming free of limited ideas and models, and a very clear understanding of who you are and where you fit and where everything fits together. Now, I very much get a lot of energy from Aquarius and Capricorn around here, so they're liable to be important to you. Who might this person be? Could well be the representation of, from the energy that's coming up, that of the Archangel Raphael. Now, this knight here and Raphael, well, they both really are crusaders for healing. Now, Raphael brings faith and peace to the troubled world. And these two, the Archangel and this energy here, what they set out to do is to shine light and truth on old patterns that you may have that don't serve you anymore. Right? Now, because this has shown up, it means it could well be a dramatic and sudden change, but it's a change that's coming that can spin your life in a totally different direction even. It might be bringing healing to you, which is a big change, isn't it? Or it could be bringing you a eureka moment about saying that, aha, this is what's going on, I see it for what it is. It could well be a life-changing event, but one which is positive. There are insights and inspirations coming here that are going to move you into new creative directions. It's bringing clarity to your mind. Now, when this appears, it is time to pay attention to staying focused on a plan or something that you want to achieve without letting things get spreading your energy go everywhere. And don't get distracted. Maybe there's some travel around here. Someone might be moving residence, I think. There is the beginning of a love affair. Deepening of something going on, almost like a new love affair in a committed relationship that's here. And this can also speak to me of someone entering into your life that's going to sweep you off your feet. You are going to be so full of ideas that other people might find it difficult to keep up with you. But the point is this, is that you're going to be very clever, there's no doubt about that. But the thing is about purpose and making sure that you don't just throw off one idea after another idea. That is to say, don't spend your time coming up with good ideas and then say, oh, I can't do that one. There's always a way to do something. Work out what it is that you do want to pursue. Focus on that without being distracted. That is, do one thing well before you start doing all the other things. That's the real thing about here. Because the knight is air and swords is air, so that's a twirling mind, which can, even for you, can bring you into situations where you go, I'm scattering my thoughts. But you do have a very highly developed mind here, and you are going to like thinking and questioning things. You'll be good at creating ideas quickly. But be careful about moving on too quickly without developing them. Now, some people actually might find you difficult to get to know at this time because I feel that you are going to get quite focused on things. So it might be it's also, I think, a time to slow down and analyze your thoughts to see what practical outcomes can come from them. And I say that respectfully, of course. But in any event, this is also saying to free yourself from whatever is limiting your mind and spirit. Be sure to express your ideas and plans in ways that other people will understand. And if they have opinions, accept them humbly, whether you agree with them or not. Because you just might be ahead of your time, as I say. Now, what beliefs, feelings, relationships, or subconscious programmed ideas do you allow to limit you? Do you allow to put a brake on you? Say this to yourself. My creative possibilities have no limits, but they do need to be grounded. Now, let me have a look at what was another person. Look at this horn. It's blowing the horn of prosperity. I would say that this is, well, certainly I have a lot of association between the energy here and the energy of the Archangel Uriel. One of Uriel's tasks is to bring the knowledge of being itself into humanity, but also to protect and preserve the earth and the world, and to bring about abundance and success and prosperity. This is a messenger of good news. It's indicating, I think, the beginning of a new opportunity for you, a project, job, or a really solid relationship. It doesn't just have to be romantic, of course. It could be business. Very good for people in sales, this energy here. And there are opportunities which are opening up, which are helping the earning of money or the obtaining of financial support. This can often refer to students, this energy, that are developing new ideas and obtaining skills. It's a very creative time. It's clear that this is the case with you. But you're going to be able to expand your ideas and identities. Now, in relationships, I think this is bringing a romantic partnership that has matured, possibly even an engagement or a proposal. But it is a time to appreciate your environment and to spend some time in nature if you can and listen to its messages. This is really the earthy. See, esoterically I have earth all over this, and in Pentacles it's an earth suit. So this is dealing particularly with aspects of material success. I'm also getting the feeling of pregnancy, hearing of a pregnancy here. You anyway are going to be beautiful and strong and, following this, pregnant with life. Generous, kind, and benevolent. Do you know, I think that there's a lot of renewal going on with you, and a great harmony is coming to you as well. And you are setting the stage for the receipt of love from several directions. I think you will now be determined to follow your true will or purpose in life. So this is also about getting in touch with that most important and intimate aspect of you and protecting it, just as this angel protects humanity. It's a very productive time, which could be coming about after what might have been something of a barren stretch, I have to say. A lot of marriage, motherhood I'm getting here. It's good for people in domestic careers, and a lot of empathy for others. There is something new entering in your life, so prepare yourself for it. What you have to do in order to be ready for something new to come into your life. But say this, because it is so true for you now. I am now ready for the new beauty in my life. And finally, we come to this fantastic energy here, where it seems even the mighty hawk, it's paying its respects to this sacred tea ceremony that's going on here. Look, the astrology is very interesting. It's Mars in Pisces, and you might think that aggressive Mars actually conflicts with Pisces. But it's the third decan of Pisces. And to give you an insight into the zodiac, the third is the last 10 degrees of Pisces, which Mars is in, which provides it with energy to push forward into the new sign, the new year, which is the first decan of Aries, which is also ruled by Mars. There's a double Mars there. That's the appearance of Mars that I can see there, which is constructive. Because this is actually one of the most joyful and happiest cards that you can get. It speaks of deep love and contentment radiating from you out into the world. Your grails, your teacups are overflowing, and wealth on all levels, material, emotional, spiritual, and intellectual, is coming towards you now. You are walking your path. The key to understanding this is in self-love, finding your inner grail of fulfillment, as we have spoken about before. And this brings great gratitude for all things in your life. You feel as though you could have returned to your true home. The great gift here is happiness and fulfillment. So I think that what you also need to do, if I may respectfully say, is to recognize and address anything that you have outgrown, any patterns, people, events. because they put a brake on you and they can slow you down. But you will navigate through any challenge successfully. So listen to your core, listen to it. This is telling you that this is a period of great love and enchantment. You know, for me, with the energy of Mars being around, it can mean sometimes there's some instability. Some relationships you might feel so full and happy that in order to increase happiness, you need to reconfigure them in some way or move on. But I never say move on. I just say reconfigure things and develop relationships, because we are all one anyway. But Mars here, well, Mars in Pisces is very spiritual, and it expresses itself not by being unruly, but by providing the apparently fragile inner being within you with the decisiveness needed to bring forth into the outer world the beauty which it holds within. So in many respects, I would say to let things develop by themselves emotionally, because everything comes to you at the right moment, doesn't it? Now, relax, close your eyes and breathe deeply and calmly. And let a picture arise in you which shows you in a state of complete fulfillment. And repeat this exercise as often as you can and connect this feeling more and more with your reality. Program your subconscious. There's a great degree of emotional passion and vitality around here. And say this to yourself, because it is definitely true for you now, that life gives me all that I need to be happy. You did a great job. I'm sure you enjoyed that reading as much as I enjoyed providing it to you, and wasn't the artwork on the cards actually quite haunting and beautiful, don't you think? Yeah, I don't know what I'd done with this deck. I'd lost it for a number of years, and I just found it yesterday. So I want to use it. Now, unless I see you again, unless I see you privately for a clairvoyant reading or for a healing, then I'll see you here again in the same place next month. So until I do see you again, remember one thing, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.